the Animal Services Committee meeting October 18th to order here and do a roll call.
Desart, Eckhoff,
Here.
Garcia, here, Krajewski,
Here.
Rutledge, here, Tornatori.
Okay, we have a quorum. Anybody sign in for public
No
comment?
public.
I thought Dragonfly signed in. Dragonfly is over here, Grant.
You get
He's
your
looking-
kitten fix
he's
at the
looking
end
for a
of the
home.
meeting.
It's over here.
That's good. 3-month-old.
Little kitty, he's
Very
cute.
You guys need
My
somebody to
big
play with
kitties
you?
would be very upset.
Sure. They'll get over it.
No public comments. Move on to chairman's report. Real briefly, we have Sarah here today from Hinsdale Central. She's doing
Hi,
eight
Sarah.
hours for, what class is it for, Sarah? AP. God, that's for smart people, AP, right? I heard about those smart people in AP classes. So AP Gov. And she's got to do 8 hours, so she's gonna be following around today and get her 8 hours and see how government works here at the county. So, and welcome, Sarah. Thank you for coming. Next, we get a motion for approval of our minutes for Tuesday, September 20th.
Second.
All in favor? Any corrections, additions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have one item on our agenda. We get a recommendation for an amendment to purchase order 5450-0001 for contract issued to IDEX for snap tests and laboratory services.
Second.
Okay, any questions or comments on this one? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Move on to our administrative update, Laura.
Yeah, so we are kind of getting close to the end of our fiscal year. So we're spending some time just doing some data cleanup, making sure that our accounting and collections we're on top of that. A lot this time of year, we're just wrapping things up with the vets as we approach the end of the year. And then this is also the time of year when our capacity for care continues to be under pressure. So we're caring for just over 200 animals still. But as the weather gets colder, we tend to see that number start going down. Cats have been a real challenge and large dogs. So we're working on that. And then also we had our last surgery of the season last Thursday. So the vehicle is officially getting closed up for the year. And I hope to have numbers at our November meeting with what the results were from the surgeries, quantity of animals done and how many unwanted litters we prevented with the help of feral fixers outdoors, which is always a big deal.
How do we do in the vet?
So we ended up finding, we had a vet that started the season off for us, but it was really challenging with scheduling. And then, out of the blue, we had a vet contact us that had just moved here from Texas and hadn't quite landed somewhere yet. And so he committed 1 day a week for us and he was phenomenal. And actually last week, I said, so how do you like coming here? And he said, actually, he loves working with us and would like to come back next year. He'll reserve it 1 day a week from us. So hopefully that opens up the ability for him to come back next week or next year. So, but no, we really liked him. He works very fast.
Has he found something?
Yes, he has found something more permanent. But he likes what we do. I think he liked working on the vehicle. When he was down in Texas, he did a lot of livestock work and stuff on trailers. And so like being in that close quarters of our vehicle was nothing really new for him. But yeah, so we hope to see Dr. Turner back maybe next year.
You said he works fast.
He works very fast. Yeah, which is important when you're doing that high volume spay neuter. And the vet industry in general is still struggling with people hiring. There's just not enough vets and vet techs right now. And I just was talking to another shelter down the south suburbs and she's struggling to find a vet. So we were lucky that Dr. Turner kind of landed in our lap and we're hopeful he'll come back again next year.
Speaking of vet techs, how's that?
We are still hiring for our part-time vet tech. We're going to take a look at the posting and see if maybe we need to change the hours, find out maybe what's not attracting people to it, because I think our salary is in line, if not higher than some of the other ones, especially because we're trying to recruit somebody part-time, but we have not been getting a lot of applications for that.
Are there the universities that have the program? Is U of I?
U of I has a program. Joliet Junior College, I think, has like a vet certification program. And actually, I was emailing with somebody at Joliet the other day.
Are we on the campus? Maybe just trying to
Yeah.
even,
We're kind of getting towards the end of the season, so I think if we don't get it filled, we may start for a bigger push once we have more time and not having to deal with the current volume of animals. I think Dr. Hannick wants to take a look at the posting and make some changes.
what do we do for the tech on the van? Do we still have the?
We don't have Rachel anymore. She ended up having a third baby and couldn't come back. We had a vet tech that would come specifically for the van season as a seasonal worker, but she was pregnant again. I think we only had her for 2 days before she was off
So
having a
what
baby.
do we do for the tech?
Our current full-time.
So she was doing that.
And actually,
before.
Dr. Hannick teched one day because we had no vet tech one day. So she and Dr. Turner were on the van together. But that's not ideal because then she can't be doing our surgeries in the building. And the whole idea is that we're doing all this at once. So,
Right.
but yeah, we'll see if Rachel can make it back next year. And I think what's going to be really telling is next year when we're doing the addition, as I've mentioned in prior meetings, I'm not feeling so much pressure about like, we'll still have a surgery room, we'll still have the ability to operate as usual, but moving into that second year of construction, when we're remodeling the existing building, we're going to lose our surgery room during that remodel process. So between the van and maybe contracting with some vets, we'll have to kind of manage that differently, but we'll see. Start planning for that soon.
Perfect. Anything else?
When like a groundbreaking? or-
So the tentative groundbreaking date right now is March 21st. Once that's in stone, I'll make sure Christy gets a calendar invite out to everyone. It's exciting though. We have these weekly meetings and we go room by room and talk about finishes and where things are located. And Dr. Hannick, yesterday, we were in like a 3-hour meeting about it because it still feels very surreal. You know, it's actually going to happen. So.
How about friends with capital?
So everybody's on vacation right now. In fact, I'm leaving for vacation tomorrow. So when we get back, we're going to start looking at what that's going to, which hopefully launch something like the beginning of November. So
So what were we thinking about doing another
November
2?
9th.
yeah, we're looking at least for another 1.5 million. Yeah.
No, November 9th.
How's the one going?
Yeah.
It's already in.
No, I know that.
Oh.
The other big one.
Oh, we postponed our meeting. So he said, we'll talk when I get back from
Okay.
vacation. So
Sounds good. So, any old business? Any new business? Without objection, we are adjourned.
Thank you.